guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been MIA. My god, I've been so swamped with work. Like, I'm moving towards the end of the year, so like work has been crazy. I've not had time for myself. That's why I haven't like posted any new video, but I'm back. I don't know if you can hear me. I have a cold, so if my voice sounds hoarse or something or cracked, bear with me. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something I've always wanted to speak on since like secondary school. Okay, let me give you guys a backstory. I was a literature student back then in secondary school. I remember this very day, our literature teacher, he walked into the class and he asked us if we think Romeo and Juliet is a love story or a story about love at first sight. A lot of people were like agreeing to the fact that Romeo and Juliet is a love story, love at first sight. And in my mind I was just like, shoot me now. Romeo and Juliet, in my opinion, is not a love story. It's actually a very stupid story if you ask me, but I'm going to be giving you my reasons. So in the beginning of this particular love story, Romeo is at like the club or something, at a party, right? And he meets a hot girl and he tries to talk to her, and the girl did not give him the light of day. And of course, like the typical man that Romeo is, he was heartbroken, and yeah, he now, eventually met Juliet, and all of a sudden he's in love. Somebody that was just tripping for another babe in the club. That's how you used to behave. That's how you behave. But anyways, he was just trying to get a hot girl in the club. After she turned him down, all of a sudden he meets Juliet and he starts to prophesy love too. And Juliet, being the young naive girl that she is, she falls for his antics, and naturally they have sex. Now, let me just state that Romeo is trash. And should I tell you why Romeo is trash? First of all, Juliet is 13 years old. Why are you sleeping with a 13-year-old? In fact, Romeo is a pedophile. He should be arrested and hung. Because like, why are you sleeping with a 13-year-old? I'm not understanding. Please explain to me. And this Romeo was like 17, 18, so he was no longer a minor if he was like 18 anyways. You're not a minor, you know what you're doing, and you're following a 13-year-old girl. And that Juliet, if she was my younger sister, we beat her because she does not have sense. But that's by the way. So after they have sex, Romeo finds out that Juliet is a Capulet and he's a Montague. So naturally, they cannot be together. I hope I pronounced that right. Montag. I'm not sure, but like whatever. So then naturally they cannot be together because Romeo is a Montag, and Montags and Capulets are sworn enemies. So Romeo gets his heart broken again, and then what does he do? He meets Juliet and he's like, oh, let's just get married. This is like 8 hours. They've not even been together for like a day. They literally do not know anything about each other other than how each other's genitals look. So they get married, and what does Romeo do? He kills Tybalt, Juliet's cousin. What kind of man is that? What manner of a man are you? You don't have home training. I mean, I understand that there are some cousins that you don't like, but really? And then after killing her cousin, you now decide to leave without your wife. Men are trash. Scratch that. Romeo is trash. Romeo, you are trash. Because like, I mean, you get married to her, you kill her cousin, and then you leave town without her. What were you thinking was going to happen? You're thinking they will clap for her or what? I'm not understanding. Juliet finds out that Romeo left town without her, and what does she do? Of course, like the naive 13-year-old girl that she is, she decides to pretend that she killed herself. Clap for yourself. You don't have sense. You don't have sense, you Juliet of a puzzle. I'm not understanding these people's story. And all these things happen in less than like 3 days. Like the whole story spans a weekend, basically. Ogaranya, Romeo, our brother in the Lord, hears of her fake death and rushes back to Juliet's deathbed. And what does he do? Obviously, he doesn't know that she's not really dead. He doesn't know that she's pretending. So Oga now decides to what? To kill himself, like really kill himself. Because why? I cannot find any real love like Juliet again. Oh my god. Say this prayer with me. May we never give birth to a son like Romeo. Somebody that went to school, you still don't have sense. So wait, I want to even ask a question. Is it that he did not try to like wake her up? Did he say something like, oh, I'm here now? Is Juliet a mumu? Is it that you don't know the sound of his voice? Because obviously you're pretending, you're not really there, therefore your senses are still working. So obviously if he walks in the room, you're going to sense his arrival or hear his voice or something. But no, the bitch still pretended to be dead, and Romeo he killed himself. I don't sound pain, but the idiot Juliet now decides to wake up. Now found out that Romeo came back, thought she was dead, and now really killed himself. What does Auntie now do? This 13-year-old mumu girl now decides to drink poison and end her life. For real this time. Know when your village people are calling your name, when they use rope to tie your destiny, that's when you start behaving like this. As in, are you normal? Are you normal? Obviously not. Bear in mind that this story spans a total of 3 days. So all these things happening in like a weekend. Weekend from hell, if you ask me. At the end of the day, you can tell that when you actually break down the story of Romeo and Juliet, it is not a love story. As a matter of fact, it is a warning. A warning on the dangers of infatuation, because I strongly believe that nothing that comes from love can be bad. So if it was real love, they wouldn't have fooled themselves the way they just did. Your emotions were not created to lead you. You were created to lead your emotions. So you find out that people do stupid stuff when they let emotions lead them. I mean, you can see someone and all of a sudden you feel this spark or you feel this attraction and you want to just do the craziest of things. But if you have sense, you know that, okay, emotions can be temporary sometimes. They can be fleeting, they can be deceitful. So wanting to do something does not mean you should actually do it. The main reason why I wanted to do this video is to prove to you guys that, one, Romeo and Juliet is not a love story. It's a story about infatuation and the dangers of it. And secondly, love at first sight is not real. Now bear in mind that this is just my opinion. The idea of loving someone simply by looking at them, to me, it's impossible. As a matter of fact, real love requires interaction with one another. I think I'll agree and believe more in lust at first sight than love at first sight, because when you talk about love, you're talking about things that are much deeper than what you're saying. It's more than what meets the eye. There's always that one person you meet and you just can't help but admire them based off of the way they look or the way they speak or the way they like present themselves generally. There's that spark that lights up inside of you and you can't help but begin to feel, you know, the tingling sensation of a crush beginning to form. But the real question is that love or lust? Why I chose to, you know, base this argument on the story of Romeo and Juliet, because that's what many people refer to when they're talking about like love at first sight. Is it possible to love someone without actually getting to know them? In my opinion, I do not find that to be true. In order to love someone, you have to love everything about them. Now, when I say everything, I mean both the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's falling for every piece of the puzzle that comes from inside someone and accepting their flaws regardless. Knowing this, I therefore believe that love is not something, in my opinion, that can be attained by glancing at someone across the room. When you meet someone at work or at school or at, you know, the market or something, wherever it is you go to, it's possible for you to like get attracted to them based off of how they look, how they present themselves, you know, their physical qualities. And because some people be hurt as hell, man, like but when you actually get to know them, you might find out that they are jerks and they're people you wouldn't even want to spend any breathing time with. So when next you meet someone and you're attracted on the go, bear in mind that what you're feeling is not love, that is definitely lust. Because for you to actually fall in love with a person, it's deeper than how they look. You need to also fall in love with who they are. Love is much more deeper than appearances. Crushes are easier to develop because for you to develop a crush, you need to see the person, get attracted, maybe have a few small talk here and there, or like hang out once or twice. But love is a much more delicate process. I mean, it can take years or even months for you to even realize that you actually love someone. So whether you believe in love at first sight or not, it will still be good for you to remember that love includes the entire being, not just what lies at the surface. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope I didn't sound like a hateful bitter feminist, but even if I did, don't care. Anyways, let me know what you think. Like, do you believe in love at first sight? In that case, would you classify Romeo and Juliet as a love story? You know, do you think you can meet someone and honestly fall in love with the person based off of what you've seen? Or do you believe that love takes time, takes, you know, a lot of getting to know each other to act before it can actually occur? Just let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Oh, and before I forget, as this year is coming to an end, please check out my What 2017 Has Taught Me video. That video was like very heartfelt. I reached deep within like the struggles that this year has thrown my way. So please watch it and also leave me a comment there telling me what 2017 has taught you. So I'm going to leave a link to the video right here. Don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel, and also leave me a comment down in the comment section. Also like to end this video by wishing you guys a Merry Christmas and a blissful 2018.
I got a new hideout.